until the tree is filled with wishes.
Glad that you are here. I want all of you to be very clear that when I say I am glad that you are here, that not only means all of you who are gathered here at the Savannah this morning, but hundreds and hundreds of people who are gathered not only all around this country, but from all over this world. As a matter of fact, before we start, I want to let you know who we are. And a lot of what we're going to be talking about this weekend has to do with taking information in at a deeper level than we normally do. We live in a very fast-paced world. There's this sort of onslaught of modernity. And sometimes in life, it's not about what we get from out there, it's what we really allow to come in here. Our grandmothers could not even imagine what we are able to do today. Because of technology, because of live streaming, we are able, mainly women, some men, to gather from all 50 states.
You're a drifter, a shapeshifter, let me see you run, yeah, yeah. Wayward winds, the voice that sings of a forgotten land.
And really what we're looking for is authenticity and people being natural and people being connected. Connected in the connective tissue is about being connected to oneself and each other. Because when you connect to yourself, you kind of settle in. The language comes, the insights come, and you connect to each other. Because when that happens, and it's probably what happened here this morning, that everyone's so excited, is there's that sense of, oh, that person's saying something that's true. And the way we're built, oddly enough, and I don't know why, but I love this, is that we're built to resonate with what they say. And where that comes from has nothing to do with power and it has nothing to do with time. It has to do with relaxation, just the deepest relaxation. And they say that awakening, enlightenment is the deepest form of relaxation. And that's what we've forgotten to do in this culture. We don't know how to be ourselves. We don't know how to relax. We don't know how to be unfearful. We don't know how to take the mask off. And I think if we're looking at women running for office, or anyone running for office, what happens is we can see it in this last campaign. Like when the masks fell away, suddenly we've lost the people because we love each other. We don't love each other's lives.
Roger Wolfson, and I'm one of the rare men here this weekend at Sister Giant, and I'm delighted to be here. And one of the things I was thinking this morning as I was sitting there surrounded by phenomenal women and listening to Marianne completely go at it, I was feeling bad for a lot of my male friends who aren't here. And I was thinking, it's not just that the feminine energy is wonderful to bathe in and wonderful to experience and wonderful to understand about ourselves, because we have it in us as well. It's that what we're talking about with this weekend is something that's of profoundly great nature for men as well as for women. That what is missing from the conversation is exactly what's present here this weekend. The spiritual sensibilities, the community sensibilities, the heart-centered sensibilities that not only are we looking for as men in the political strata, but we're looking for in our homes, and we're looking for in our families, and we're looking for on our dates, and we're looking for in our lives. And it's right here, waiting for us. And maybe men were put off by the fact that it said Sister Giant first. I don't know. I mean, I was raised by a feminist, so it didn't affect me at all, and I happen to have I come to Marianne's Monday night lectures, so this was second nature for me. But I think that the operative word in Sister Giant isn't the word sister, it's giant. And I think by coming to touch with that feminine aspect in us and the feminine aspect that is gloriously around us, that's how we achieve our own gianthood.
What inspired you to be here today?
The election. Well, of course, I was inspired before the election when I heard about this. There aren't enough women in Congress. There aren't enough women participating in the political conversation. And I love that this event said we're going to work from the inside out. And I think that that's the conversation that needs to happen in politics. Because we've been doing it the guy way. I love what Marianne said. Men major in masculinity and minor in feminism, and we major in feminism and minor in masculinism. So to bring the balance back, they need us.
The thing that motivates me is recognizing how long our voices have been repressed, suppressed, and that we've also participated in that. As my friend said, women have been missing in action, and that it's time now for us to come to the table, all the tables, including the table of global consequence, which now I fully believe is about to make that turn in that direction. I do believe the wind's in our sails. I do also believe that they aren't aware of their history, and that's what they need to also be conscious of, is that is a motivating factor to understand where we've come from and what we had to do for them to get where they are. And so I encourage them to look at our history and be a part of moving it forward, because we're all standing on the shoulders of our mothers and our grandmothers and the women who stood before us.
At the height of laughter, the universe is flung into a kaleidoscope of new possibilities. Jean Houston.
I have been watching the way the war on women has morphed over the last few years into an entire civil rights issue over women, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, minorities, everyone. They're just out. There's been an effort to silence too many people, and I decided it was time for me to speak out.
With the rise of women hold the mother mind, a mind that is not primarily linear, sequential, and objective, but is rather circular, empathic, and narrative story. And in such a mind, solutions arise from an unfolding of levels of understanding, and the inward world has as much value as the outward world, and consciousness is a spectrum. In the sense that there's no such thing as an alteration of consciousness, because consciousness by its very nature is always altering. And at different places of the alteration, you have a whole different gestalt pattern of new skills and possibilities. We have barely begun to tap into who and what we are.